Hello, hello, Dana Wilde here, and welcome to the show. See, I'm really excited to talk a little bit more about celebrity today because we had a lot of questions come in yesterday, but none was as important as the question I'm going to cover today and I'm going to talk about. This is going to be a very short show, but I feel really passionate about this, and I was really concerned that people were thinking this, so I wanted to make sure and address it on today's show. So what I want to talk about is the question that people had about all the reasons why, and it's multiple questions, but all the reasons why they didn't think they could be the celebrity in the market. So it ranged from, I'm shy, or I've got a terrible voice, or I'm not cute enough, or I'm not smart enough, or all of these kind of things, and how they don't measure up, right? And so it wasn't even like I'm not the expert in my market. It was things like I don't think I could put myself out into the world in that way. So I really want to clear this up because this is really important. So the first thing I want to say is, and this is just my own clarification because I want people to understand this. In the celebrity formula, the reason it's called a formula is because there is a way to put yourself out into the marketplace in a safe way. And what I mean by that is there is a way to be out in the marketplace and be completely authentic, 100% you. So be truthful to who you are, not be pretending, not be in some kind of alter ego that's not you. It's 100% authentically you, but to not have to share everything. I think part of the concern with people who start to want to step into their celebrity, or they start thinking they want to be known in their marketplace, and it may not even be conscious, to be honest. There may be a little bit of unconscious programming going on here. We live in cultures, many of us, where celebrities have their privacy invaded. They've got the paparazzi over the wedding. They're being chased around everything they're doing. Cameras are always following them. So there's this continual image of celebrity as not being safe, or that you can't control it, or something to that effect. And so the first thing I want to go on record as saying is that the part of the reason why I created the celebrity formula is I want people to realize that this is a formula. There is a way to put yourself out into the marketplace in a safe way, right? A safe way so that you don't have to reveal everything. So having said that, because that's another personality type that people bring up, I'm too private. I'm too private, I'm too shy, I'm too introverted, I'm not attractive enough, I got a bad voice, whatever it is, right? There's all sorts of different reasons that people think they can't be the celebrity in their market. So now let's address that piece of it. One of the things you'll realize is that as you follow me more and more, is you will start to see that the terminology I'm using when I'm talking about being the celebrity or building your following with a celebrity, what I'm talking about is being more you, being more uniquely you, setting yourself apart from the people in your niche because of who you are as a person. And who you are as a person, if you have quote-unquote flaws, or if you have things that make you different and in your eyes maybe are flawed or are negative, those are actually the things that are going to attract people to you. Those are the things that are going to make people love you. When you think about some of these people, I was thinking about Garrison Keillor the other day because he's so shy and he's from Minnesota. So, we hear a lot about him here in Minnesota, which is 30 below, by the way, at the time of recording. So at the time we're doing this live on Facebook, it is 30 below in Minnesota. So Garrison Keillor is super uber duper shy, right? Well, every shy person identifies with that, and they love him for it. And every person who isn't shy still identifies with it and still loves him for who he is and can empathize with what it must feel like to be a public person and be shy. So no matter what your flaws, that's what's going to make you different. That's what's going to make you unique. Look at Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan doesn't have a voice that I think anybody would say like, wow, he's got a great, crystal clear operatic, is that a word? Operatic voice, nobody would say that. But he has a voice that is very unique and uniquely him, and it's what makes him stand out from the rest. Howard Stern is another good example of that. And in fact, that's going to lead me to the kind of 3 points that you have to have in order to actually make this work. If you want to be the celebrity in your market, there are really only 3 things that you have to make that happen. Okay, so thing number 1 is you have to want to. You have to want to. You're not going to be known in your marketplace. You're not going to claim your space in your niche. You're not going to be able to stand out and build a following in your particular space, whatever your market space is or your niche is, without desire. You have to want it. You have to declare it almost. So, like I say, declare it, claim it. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm ready to do this. I'm going to figure out the ins and outs of it. I'm just going to do it. Number 2, you have to have stuff that works, right? So you can't be out there offering a solution that doesn't work and expect to build a following, because the word's going to get out. People are going to be like, hey, this doesn't work, right? So I don't think we have any trouble with that with the followers of the Mind Aware. I think you get it. Your stuff works, right? Then the last one is, at least some people have to like you. It doesn't mean you have to be necessarily likable. It's nice if you're likable, but it's more important that you're authentic. And so even if you're not that likable, some people have to like you. Somebody has to like you. You have to be able to, you can't develop a following if nobody likes you. But having said that, look at some of these brash characters that have these tremendous followings. Howard Stern was one of the first ones that came to mind when I started creating this course, because he actually didn't think he could do what he's doing, be an interviewer or be in the radio space, because he's got this kind of whiny voice and he's kind of abrasive and brash and, in a lot of ways, maybe people would say not very likable. A lot of people might say, well, he's not very likable, but you know what? Some people really like that. Some people like his brash, abrasive behavior and the way he is out in the marketplace. And so he finds his following. He finds a voice for it. So when you're building your following, when you're stepping into your celebrity, as you continue to attract people, what you're really doing is you're attracting the people who are like you, or who can empathize with you, or who like your style, or, right? Fill in the blank. They're people that are your tribe. And if you're doing it right, you're actually repelling the people who don't get you. That's what you really want. You want to be so you that you actually, those people, like, I make it really clear, if somebody does not want to improve their mindset, then I don't want them in my sandbox. I really don't, because if all they're going to do is talk to me about working harder and action and complain and whine or be a victim or whatever it is, I don't want them in the sandbox. I want people who are proactively get it, that mindset matters. And in fact, mindset matters most. So you have to be so clear about who you are and who you're looking for, who you're looking to attract, that you not only attract the people you're trying to attract, but you actually repel the people you don't want around. That's how you know you're on point. That's how you know you're on message. I was in with some celebrity formula peeps not so long ago, and we support each other when everybody is stepping into their celebrity or trying different things. And so if somebody's got a live stream, then the group of us, when they go live stream, we try to be there and support them or whatever it is. And so the case was, someone was doing their first live stream and, very clear in what they were teaching and what their point was. And they got one of these trolls that came on and started, talking smack on the comments and really being kind of yucky and nasty. And, at first it set her off a little bit. She's like, oh my gosh, got a troll. But the more we talked about it as a group, and this is why it's nice to have a group to do this with, is what we realized is when you are a brain trainer and when you're stepping into your celebrity, and when you start to get that the clearer you are about your message, if you get a troll, that's a good sign. If you get somebody who's opposing you or rejecting you, like we all hate rejection, right? Like all I really want is just for everybody to like me. So it's hard. Nobody likes rejection. But when you get that rejection as you're doing this work of brain training and stepping into your celebrity, what you realize is that when you get a troll, you're succeeding. You've actually done a good thing. You're clear in your messaging. You're so clear that there's somebody who's opposing you. There's somebody who's in disagreement with you. Success. Hooray. Good for you. You've done it, right? Okay, so now I want to go back to this being able to step out and be who you are no matter what. One of the phrases I have recently come to pick up, and actually I picked it up from Steve Prusak, the juice guru. So for those of you who are in Steve Prusak's world, I highly recommend the work of the juice guru, Steve Prusak. We were talking about this particular thing about being, it's like embracing the negative things about you. All of us have negative things about us that we don't necessarily want to change. So other people might consider them negative, but we don't necessarily consider them negative. There are flaws in us. It's kind of like Howard Stern's voice. Like, what's he going to do? He can't really change his voice. That's the way it is. And some of them are things you could change, but you don't care. Like mine, for example, I'm so anal retentive. Like, I'm crazy anal retentive. Everything's color-coded or alphabetized. And some people, just ask my man, would say that would make you crazy, right? Like, it would be really annoying to be around somebody who is so anal retentive. But I don't want to change it. I like it. It serves me. And many of you have quote-unquote flaws like this, things about you that aren't going to change, that, you're fine with. So it might be like you're a procrastinator, or you're disorganized, or you just tend to run late, or you are a crier. Everybody's got these things about themselves that are just part of who you are. So Steve Prusak and I were talking about these things, and I was talking about it in context of celebrity, and I was saying embracing your flaws, and he used this term, and I love it, and so I'm going to share it here. And he said, actually, what you're doing is you're accentuating your flaws. And I thought, that's it. That is exactly the word. When you accentuate your flaws, when you accentuate what is different about you, positive and negative, that's when it's easy to build a following, because you find all those other people who have those flaws too. I mean, how many of you have been following me throughout the last 2 years, let's say, year and a half actually it's been, that I've been live streaming regularly, and how many times has my technology failed? Like, you come on, I've got to do all this big hype, come on and see me, and then the technology just crashes or it fails. I openly say, like, look I'm a techie wannabe. Like, I like technology and I'm an early adopter and I always dive in and I want to learn, but I don't always get all the bells and whistles. So technology, I've got this love-hate relationship with it. Well, I bet a lot of you have that too. And so when you're open with your flaws, when you embrace your flaws, and when you accentuate your flaws, accentuate them, that's when it's easy to build a following. So for those of you who say, well, I'm shy, or my nose is too big, or my voice is too creaky, or whatever it is that makes you think you can't be the celebrity in your marketplace, I would like to suggest that that thing is actually the thing that will make you the celebrity in your marketplace. That's the thing that's uniquely you. That's the thing. And so embrace it and accentuate it. And we want you to do it safely. We want you to craft your celebrity identity. It's just like so important to be able to be out in the world as who you really are, and not some made up version of you, and not some trying to be confident you. I want you to actually really feel confident and really feel good. So with that, I'm going to bug up and wrap it up here and say goodbye, but I want to make sure that if you haven't seen it yet, that you do check out the class where I did the entire 3-step formula to stepping into your celebrity. So I give you everything you need to know about actually stepping up, and you just have to go to danawilde.com/class. Boom! danawilde.com/class. Head on over there, and what'll happen is you'll get a little ping from my Dana bot, my artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, yes. So DanaBot will send you the link to go see danawilde.com/class. It's free, which is my favorite price, and it gives you the 3 steps to stepping into your celebrity. Some of you I know are wanting to get into the celebrity formula right now, and I'll tell you there's only 3 spots left in the class right now. So if you're interested, you need to make sure and write to Mary Jane at happy@danawilde.com, because they're gone. Like, it's not going to take much for those to be gone. So danawilde.com/class for the class, happy@danawilde.com to check out the celebrity formula. Or you can just go to the celebrityformula.com. Hey, how's that for a great idea? Go to Celebrity Formula. And Mary Jane's like, you don't need to send them all to me. You don't need to make sure that, like, I have a bunch more email in my inbox. So just go to the celebrityformula.com. You can read all about it. 3 spots left in the class. I would love to have you join me. I just want to say today before we say goodbye, that if you are thinking that you want to claim this space, if you're thinking you want to be the celebrity and you're feeling a little trepidation or you're not really sure how to start, then I think the best way to start is just really start by telling yourself, like, I am uniquely me. There is nobody else out there like me. I am uniquely me. Look at the people you follow. Are you following any of them because they have the best information? No, you're probably following every one of them, if you look at it, because you connect with them, because you like them, because you like their style, because you identify with them. So think about that. Your people, your clients, your followers, they follow you because you're uniquely you. I'm uniquely me. I'm uniquely me. And you are. And you can start today. And you can be the celebrity in your market. Start carrying yourself like the celebrity. Start thinking of yourself like the celebrity. Start accentuating your flaws. Start realizing that it's embracing the negative. It's embracing who you are. It's embracing your uniqueness. You don't want to be milquetoast who's out there and like everybody else. You are uniquely you. And so stand up and be uniquely you and claim your space in the marketplace, because there's no reason why you can't be the celebrity in your space. And we'll see you next time on The Mind Aware. Mwah! Bye, everybody. See you soon.